Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? I decided to open up a box of Unfinity Draft Boosters. And I had no idea why, but you know what? I figured we'll just see if opening this box of boosters is even worth it. So we started at $97, and let's see if we can get our value back out of this booster box.
Let's crack these open and see what we find. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, we're really just pushing through to see if we find lands, and we'll look and see what the rares and stuff are, because... All right, these are planes, and these actually, people are looking for the basics, so we'll hold on to those. These are such weird cards, man. Like, I don't even know what I would do with most of these yet. Like, this is such a weird collection of stuff. Like, there's all these random trinkets, there's sticker packs, or sticker cards that you put on things. And the stickers, like, I think my problem is, I mean, you have to play with sleeves and then just toss the sleeve, I guess, or you're going to permanently damage your cards, which is kind of a weird thing. I don't know if people really want to do that. I don't know. There's the rare here, though. It's Ignacio of Mira's Marvels. So, yeah, kind of cool. Yeah, interesting, though. I don't... This is such a weird set, too, because, you know, some of these are tournament legal, some of them aren't. You know, they have the little acorn symbol, or they don't have one, which makes it very weird. So you kind of have to pay attention to what you've got and what's really tournament legal. I think what's going to be interesting about this set is if you start seeing them in tournaments, because I don't know that we will. It's funny, we got dude from Mira's Marvels, and here's Mira the Magnificent in back-to-back packs. That's kind of funny. And then a Plains. And a bunch of other stuff. I don't even know if some of these are rare or not. I think I'm just going to be basing the price on the rares and the basics. Like, I think that, like, wherever the rares, mythics, and basics are worth, I think that's what this is going to come down to. So we're just chasing the shock lands for the most part here, right? Well, speaking of, there's an over... Oh, actually, what happened here? Are there just multiple rares and foils? Oh, this is... Okay, this seems good. So there's Animate Graveyard, which is a thing. This card reads weird. All right, so Animate Graveyard says, Enchanted Graveyard is a creature on the battlefield with base power and toughness, each equal to the number of cards in it. It has the text boxes of all creature cards in it. It's still a graveyard. If Enchanted Graveyard would leave the battlefield, instead exile Animate Graveyard. So... this thing turns your whole graveyard into a creature that has all the text of every single card in it. This is such an absurd card. This really is. And then, of course, we got this beautiful overgrown tomb. Every version of these, the galactic foils, or whatever they're called, the galaxy foils, the regulars, the extended arts, whatever, these are all great. These are great. And then a random foil that's an uncommon. So I don't think that's worth much. But it's cool to have. I just assume that when you take the stickers off, they're just not going to stick. Even when I first heard about them, I was like, we're not reusing these stickers, right? Spelling Bee. There you go. That's kind of an interesting one. Weird art. Kind of fun. And a forest this time. So we finally got a different basic. Which is funny because most of them, even without the acorns, I don't think are going to really be played. So it's kind of weird. Like, this could effectively be played, saw in half, right? Like, this would be reasonable. But I don't know if a lot of these cards are even better than a lot of other things, truthfully. So would people even want to play them? That mountain, this mountain reminds me of the old Blood Moon, truthfully. And then more foils. So we'll put that over here. Yeah, and the problem, and this is kind of the problem with Unfinity product, or unsets as a whole, right? A lot of times you end up getting cards like this that really don't have a use outside of this very specific product, which is kind of tough, right? And I think that's the hard sell for people. Like, because you're hunting for these things, right? This is what you want. But even if not, you want to be able to get cards you can use, right? And I think that's tough when a new player maybe doesn't know or grandma is at Walmart or Target picking up some boosters because they know that little Jenny or Johnny plays Magic, and then you get some cards that you can't use in anything. You know what I mean? Like that's one of my always my concern with unproduct. Even when I had my store, I felt really bad. Like if we just didn't know, because you sort of just assume the person buying knows what they're buying. How is this a par 3? Kind of a cool looking card. And then a different mountain. And some more stuff we're not going to use. And a rare foil. Centaur of Attention. I like that name. I like the play. That I do like. I wish they would have done more play in words, honestly, in this set. Because you can be as silly as you want. Hey, Christmas. We do have fresh packs here. Centaur of Attention is a 3/3 for 5. And when it enters the battlefield, you roll 5 6-sided dice and store those results on it. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may re-roll any number of Centaur stored results. And then the Centaur gets +X, where X is the greatest number of stored results on it of the same value. That is so complicated. So you roll 5 dice, right? And then if you have the highest number that's paired among those dice is the bonus that this gets. So in theory, it could be a 9/9, but it might also just be like a 5/5. This is so weird. So weird. The difference between LGS and big box stores is having staff that are knowledgeable about the product. Yeah, that is a big selling point. But one thing to be concerned about too is it's also easier to catch backlash, right? Because if somebody comes in when we're busy and they don't know that you don't know, you know what I mean? And you kind of go like, all right, the person just wanted to buy what they wanted to buy. We'll sell it to them. And then they come back later and like, oh, well, I didn't know. You should have said something or whatever. Like, you're very tangible for people to be able to take shots at. Whereas if you go to Walmart, you just assume random person who scanned your stuff didn't know. You know what I mean? But yes, in general, the expertise of the staff is definitely a reason to go to your LGS over going to another spot. But product like Unfinity, while fun, I don't think really lend itself to any particular group. This is the standard procedure. It's a mythic. It's an acorn mythic, but it's a mythic. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what some of these are worth after the fact. There'll be a running total on screen when we put this video up. But exchange of words. Oh, how have I not seen this art? So it's like a little Angrath and a little Ajani button heads. Is that what's going on there? That's such a weird little card. Kind of cool little art though. A little bit out of place, unless I guess they're supposed to be like people in mascot suits or something. But neat nonetheless. All these basics are really, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'll be honest, I'm a little burnt out on full art lands. Full art. I mean, it's overdone. It was cool when we got them like once every couple of years. But now that it's all the time, I almost don't care because we have so many versions. Like, if you like the grim, scary stuff, you can get the ones from Innistrad. Like, if you like the ones with the different foil stamping, you can get the ones from Ravnica. If you want the Constellation ones, you can get those from Theros, right? Hell, or the other basic. Well, I'll take that back. When we do something really different with them, I think that makes it like the planetary ones of these. I think are very cool. The lands that look like the Japanese wood stamping or whatever from Kamigawa, those are very cool because they're very different. But I think it's still, there's so many options that I don't know if it really moves my needle anymore. Which is sad, because I liked being excited about them when I saw them, but now it's kind of hard to be. Blue ribbon. So somebody got a first place prize. Also a mythic. Oh, no, that's not a mythic. That's just a regular. All right. So yeah, only one land. This is the hunt for land is not going well so far. We got one in the first stack. Another spelling bee. We got one of those earlier, so not a lot of excitement. And a mountain. And a foil something. A foil nothing, actually. Yeah, look at this. Here's the problem. Like, you got 4 cards in the pack that you genuinely can't use outside of this format, really. I mean, now technically, the attraction deck or whatever for now is Commander legal. So you could, I mean, you could play. I don't know how many people will after like the first month or two. It's kind of one of those things. Celebrates Celebrate 8,000. That just doesn't roll off your tongue very well. I feel like this was meant to be celebrate with the number 8 and then 8,000, but ended up not being that. But such is life. We did get an island there. I think these could be some worth holding on to because they're so different than the other art and cards we get, or art we get for land cards in Magic. Even if you don't like them or don't play with them, I think there's some value to those later. It's kind of one of the reasons I held on to Meet and Greet Sisay. That's funny. I held on to a lot of the ones from Theros because of their constellation thing. They sort of look like the Pokemon energy a little bit. You know, some people I think will probably be drawn to that, so I'm just holding a bunch of them. Not like a crazy amount. I have like, I don't know, maybe 50. So it's not like it's a huge number, but I just, you know, when I buy collections and I'm tossing stuff out, I actually just hold on to some of those. Because, again, there just might be value in it. I don't know that there is, but it feels like there could be at some point in the future. And the opportunity cost is very low. So we've got Hardy of Mira's Marvels. Another one of Mira's attraction folks. Interesting. And we got another island, which looks more like a planet. Opening Ceremony. You pay 6 and you add Wooburg and a colorless. And you can open a sealed magic booster, and until end of turn, you can cast spells from among the cards in that booster pack. Oh, yeah. I remember people talking about this. And this is kind of the Unfinity, like, silliness you expect, right? I'm going to cast this thing, I'm going to open a pack, and then I get to cast bonus spells. So it's like you got to draw 15, or I guess 12 or 13 actual spells, and maybe get to cast a couple of them. So not a bad thing. Not a bad deal. What is this? This is another one that we can't use. Is another one of Mira's Marvels. Fluoros. And a Swamp. And a random foil park map. Carnival Barker, which happens to be a dog, because dogs bark. Why wouldn't it be? That's a cool little one. And another plains. I think we've opened more plains and forests than anything as far as those lands. This is Black Hole, and this is one we can play if we wanted to. So 3 colorless and a black sorcery. Destroy target creature and up to X other target creatures, where X is the number of attractions you visited this turn. Well, you'd have to have an attraction deck to get extra value. Otherwise, this is just a 4-mana destroy thing. Which is kind of weird to make a thing legal to play with, but you also have to have a whole other aspect to use it. So that makes it kind of quirky. You know what I mean? That doesn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, either way, Germain, Pride of the Circus. 1 green, tap, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature with 4 or more legs. You can pay a colorless green, untap, or until end of turn, all creatures able to block target creature with 4 or more legs do so. Interesting. It at least does real stuff. Yeah, I've been working on a lot of things for my setup, so y'all will be seeing some extra stuff and some changes over the next few weeks. Hence, this pre-setup overhead cam, which is really nice now. I mean, I'm not that invested. Oh, wait, there's a Temple Garden. Oh, actually, that's not bad. So we got a Mythic, which is pretty cool. Far Out, as it were. And a Temple Garden, which is very pretty. I don't mind this at all. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So that's not too bad. But that's what I'm banking on. Opening 3 plus the box topper. What is this? This is Starlight Spectacular. That is some cool art. Check that out. That is something. That is wild. Trust, Chief Engineer. When there's a battlefield or another creature dies, put a hack counter on it. Pay 2 and tap it. Remove X hack counters from it. Add or subtract X from the number of words on target spell or permanent until end of turn. The effect can't reduce a number. This card, yeah, this is why I don't like unsets sometimes. It's like cards have so many words to do such a basic thing, and you're like, yeah, just reduce the words or reduce the cost on this thing. With all the quirky art and the throwback feel on stuff and the theme, Magar of the Magic Strings. I have no doubt there were people that are super excited to see this. Oh, for a second there, I thought we got another land already. Solar Flare, Intergalactic Icon, which is basically like Lady Gaga or something, I guess is what they were trying to model this after. But yeah. And on the forest, Phone a Friend, which looks like Urza calling somebody. I don't know what's going on there. But yep. And that's another mythic. I feel like we've opened a disproportionate number of mythics in this box. I might be wrong. I'll have to go back and look at the video, but I don't know if there's just more mythics in the set or what, because I definitely was not keeping track. This is also a mythic. Vorthos, Steward of Myth. It would have been cool if we made some version of like Vorthos, Johnny, Timmy, whatever, that would all actually be tournament playable. So it would be kind of neat. Oh, what is that? So oh wait, we can get foil attractions and stuff? I mean, I guess I should assume that everything could be foil. Interesting though. Captain Rex Nebula. This is almost like old 80s cartoon throwbacks almost. A little worse than that, honestly, style-wise, but not insulting the artist's work, just the look of the style. I think the artist did a good job encapsulating the style. I'm just not a fan of the style. The greatest show in the multiverse. Yeah, there's obvious, there has to be more mythics in the set. I feel this is like the 8th one we've opened. Like we've gotten quite a few. Oh, but we did get a foil. Oh, check that out. These look great in foil. Look at that. That is cool. Man, that's nice. Here's another truss. Oh, I guess we had the alternate art of truss, which with the throwback art, I guess. I didn't realize that was a thing, but there you go. That's something. What do we got left? We have, yeah, another Solar Flare with the alternate old school art, the throwback art, and more planes. Lifetime pass holder. That is actually pretty funny that it's a zombie that has a lifetime pass. Man, some of y'all crack me up sometimes. All right. We got a plate spinning, which is also mythic. Yeah, there's definitely, like, I don't know if it's a goof in this set, but there's definitely mythics that we've opened way too many mythics for one set. There's a foil rare, which is cool. Goblin Cruciverb. How do you even say Cruciverbalist? What is? I'm gonna have to look up the meaning of that. Whatever a Cruciverbalist is, I have no idea. Magic taught me something today. We got, dang it. We only have 2 packs left to find another land. This is our second exchange of words too, so that's less exciting. Didn't get there. We have a Devil. Oh, I guess they're doing, instead of Evil Knievel, it's Devil Knievel. That's cute. All right. And a swamp. And we've got... Nope. Knife and Death. All right. So let's go ahead and open this up, our box topper, and see what we got out of here. Because this should be another Spock land, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to be careful. It's a single card. I don't want to bend it up getting it out of here. Oh, they're foil Spock land. I did not know they were foil that come out of there. Well, there's a breeding pool. Well, that's cool. All right, so if we assume these are still going between 30 and 40, because I haven't looked as of today, that's going to be the majority of the price of the box back already. And then it's just whatever these are, they're going to get me out of the hole. So, Phone a Friend, which looks like Urza calling somebody. I don't know what's going on there. But, yep. And that's another mythic. I feel like we've opened a disproportionate number of mythics in this box. I might be wrong. I'll have to go back and look at the video. But I don't know if there's just more mythics in the set or what, because I definitely was not keeping track. This is also a mythic. Vorthos, Steward of Myth. It would have been cool if we made some version of like Vorthos, Johnny, Timmy, whatever, that would all actually be tournament playable. So it would be kind of neat. Oh, what is that? So oh wait, we can get foil attractions and stuff? I mean, I guess I should assume that everything could be foil. Interesting, though. Captain Rex Nebula. This is almost like old 80s cartoon throwbacks, almost. A little worse than that, honestly, style-wise, but not insulting the artist's work, just the look of the style. I think the artist did a good job encapsulating the style. I'm just not a fan of the style. The greatest show in the multiverse. Yeah, there's obvious. There has to be more mythics in the set. I feel this is like the 8th one we've opened. Like we've gotten quite a few. Oh, but we did get a foil. Oh, check that out. These look great in foil. Look at that. That is cool. Man, that's nice. Here's another truss. Oh, I guess we had the alternate art of truss, which is with the throwback art, I guess. I didn't realize that was a thing, but there you go. That's something. What do we got left? We have, yeah, another Solar Flare with the alternate old school art, the throwback art, and more planes. Lifetime pass holder. That is actually pretty funny that it's a zombie that has a lifetime pass. Man, some of y'all crack me up sometimes. All right. We got a plate spinning, which is also mythic. Yeah, there's definitely, like, I don't know if it's a goof in this set, but there's definitely mythics that we've opened way too many mythics for one set. There's a foil rare, which is cool. Goblin Cruciverb. How do you even say Cruciverbalist? What is? I'm gonna have to look up the meaning of that. Whatever a Cruciverbalist is, I have no idea. Magic taught me something today. We got, dang it. We only have 2 packs left to find another land. This is our second exchange of words too, so that's less exciting. Didn't get there. We have a devil. Oh, I guess they're doing, instead of Evil Knievel, it's Devil Knievel. That's cute. All right. And a swamp. And we've got, nope. Knife and Death. All right. So let's go ahead and open this up, our box topper, and see what we got out of here. Because this should be another Spock land, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to be careful. It's a single card. I don't want to bend it up getting it out of here. Oh, they're foil Spock land. I did not know they were foil that come out of there. Well, there's a breeding pool. Well, that's cool. All right, so if we assume these are still going between 30 and 40, because I haven't looked as of today, that's going to be the majority of the price of the box back already. And then it's just whatever these are, they're going to get me out of the hole. So
oddly enough, as it turns out, we got our value back, and it actually wasn't too difficult. We actually came out significantly over. And I think it's mostly because of the lands that are in there. You're normally going to get 2 to 3 of those, but also you have one that's a box topper. So realistically, a big chunk of your value is already done. And obviously, people still want the basics. And there's a few incidental other cards that can help get you some value as well. So I actually don't have a problem with these. I'm not big on Unfinity, but if you wanted to crack some just for value, to get trades or to sell stuff, this actually isn't a bad proposition, I would think. So yeah, let me know how many of you opened up booster boxes or actually got value for your stuff, or how many of you just did really poorly with them. I'm curious. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.